4. All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Clauser. That was my phone. Welcome. This is episode 246 of this wonderful show So we're here again. Hope you're just doing well, doing swell, doing fantastic. I'm doing great. It is Sunday afternoon. It's 12:55 in the afternoon. I should be watching football right now, but I, you know what? Yesterday was Saturday. I got up, didn't do shit. Had a tea time at 2. Went and golfed from 2 to about 5:30ish till the sun went down. Which crazy. It's so crazy. This is the thing that sucks about daylight savings time is that it's stupid, and there's no point in having it anymore. I understand when you were a farmer, which is insane how we were to figure that out. That like things shift halfway through the year. The sun and the moon and everything like that just kind of shifts around, and it's just we didn't have Netflix. That's the funny thing is it's the same thing when it comes to like the Egyptians. And they're like, like these pyramids, maybe there was aliens, there's probably some other civilization that helped them build this. It's like, ever thought that maybe these people were desert people? They lived out in the sun. It was super hot. Maybe they were just trying to build something to have some shade. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was the end of it. And they were just like, it is so hot. But Terry is working on this building that may not be as hot. Maybe. But yeah, so I hope you're doing well. Like I said, I hope you're doing well. I don't know. We're here. Something that's been really weird that I've noticed lately. So at my job, I don't know what's the deal, but so people bring food to, we all work at jobs and people bring food from home to for lunch, and they'll like go to the vending machine. They'll buy, a bag of chips or a Coca-Cola, those kind of things. Normal thing. Normal. The only thing that's been really weird that I've been noticing lately, this has been going on for a couple months now, that people have been going and bringing them into the bathroom with them. So they'll go to the bathroom, they'll go sit down the toilet, and then they'll have their Coca-Cola just sitting there on the ground, right by their foot, and it's not technically gross, but it's not gross. I don't understand why you'd want to do that. I don't get it. It just seems so nasty. Or they'll bring they'll have like a bacon, ham, and cheese sandwich, right? And it'll be wrapped up in tinfoil, and they'll have to wash their hands, and they'll have to blow dry their hands, and they'll put it on the ground. And then they'll have their drink and they'll put it on the ground. Their coffee and all this stuff will be on the ground in the bathroom. And then they will, then they'll dry their hands. It just blows my mind because sometimes I'll go from work straight to golf, and so I'll change. And I don't even like changing my sock. I don't even like having my bare foot touch the floor of a bathroom. So let alone let the tinfoil from my ham sandwich touch the bathroom floor is wild to me. Wild. It just seems so incredibly wild. Like, why would you want that? Why would you want to do that? Like, we have a break room. Why don't you just leave it on the break room table? Boggles my mind. It really, really, really boggles my mind. I don't know. I don't get it. I will never understand why that's a thing. But yeah, it's just it doesn't make. Why? Is no one else afraid of getting sick? Is no one else afraid of getting sick? Am I the only one? I have to be the only one. I have to be overthinking of this. I have to be. Because if it's not that, then it's like people who, like unplug everything, and when they're not using it, I'm like, I don't think that changes anything. I don't. Hold on, let me see. Does okay, hold on. Let me just Google this. Are you using electricity if the switch, if electricity, if plugged in? Yes, even if your device is plugged in but not turned on, it is still using a small amount of electricity, often referred to as platinum power or standby power. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, maybe okay. Meaning you are technically using electricity even when the device isn't actively in use. Okay. I did not know this. I'm just kind of like whatever. I'm like I'll just I guess. But how much am I saving? How much are you really saving by unplugging everything? I don't know. To me, it seems like a lot of extra work, and that extra work is just worth working another extra 20 minutes at my job to pay for that. That's just my opinion. That's just me. That is me. That is just what I do. Well, that's just how I think. So yeah, it's at like just chilly, where like now my nose is starting to run. We're entering into that time of the year. It's a great time. It's a great time. It is incredibly weird because yesterday, it was middle. It's like middle November, and there was guys on the golf course wearing just shorts and a polo. It was wild. It's really wild how the weather's been so great so far, and then I bet it's gonna just as soon as after winter hits, or it's not winter hits, as soon as Christmas hits, it's gonna just shit the bed. Just watch. It's gonna just shit the bed, and there just won't be any more golf. There'll be very little golf, if hardly any golf. It'll be a rough time. There'll be a lot of money saved. I'll have more time. That's just why I'm not like really that upset. Like right now, I haven't written that much this week. Like I write every day. This week I've written at the minimum. I'll write, maybe I'll try to get at least 100 words in a day, which is nothing, but it's at least something. And it's like John, like you're doing other things, you're doing activities, you're using your time in a productive manner in which you've even sat down and you talked about how you want to start using your time in this manner, being around people, doing activities, instead of just being a hermit. Yeah, then you get your stuff done, and then you're a hermit, and then you sit around doing nothing. Versus like maybe you didn't get all your work done, but you're slowly becoming more and more social, and that's always a good thing, always a great thing. It's always necessary because we're humans. Humans are social creatures. We need to be around other humans. It is one of those things. Um, so yeah, I'm honestly just trying to kill up till I want to get to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna do video of the week. It's just easier and the time code wise. But yeah, I don't think I really have anything else that'd be very. I don't think I have anything else to talk about that was on my list of stuff. No, I just have my Craigslist stuff. That's about it. Yeah. So yeah, it's it's a good time to be alive. But yeah, what else is there? Studio. I went and looked at a studio. It was nice, but the only thing I didn't like about it was the place doesn't have an elevator and a spiral staircase, so to get anything up there would be a pain in the butt. So, actually, what I do need to text the landlord, see if maybe I can like do like a 2 year lease, because it'd be a nice place. It's a pretty good place. I like the background, quiet. And the only thing, other thing that sucks too is I don't think I can have any visitors there on the weekends. Because it's like I think it's like Monday through Friday 9 to 5. You can have guests over, which makes sense because there's other businesses in the building. So who's to know that you aren't going to like just rob these other businesses, you and this but it's almost like, but like you like my name's on the lease, so if things were to happen, like wouldn't it? But I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood it, but that's kind of what I got from it. But the whole point of this studio is supposed to have is a place where I can record, write. But I also wanted it to be kind of like a little bit of a man cave where I could have some buddies over. We could possibly just, drink some beers and just chill out in a place where, like, hey, like maybe we don't want to go to the bar. Maybe they want to get away from their wives and their kids. And I don't have those things. And so I can just be like, well, just come over to the studio. And then I can literally start saying like, just come over to my studio. And then they'll just come over and then we can just hang out and do all that stuff. But yeah, anyway. So it's been about 10 minutes. So I think we should do the video of the week. So here we, here we go. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, God. I'm a turd. Okay, now we're better. We're fixed now. All right, here we go.
This is how my day started. I get down here to the stadium, I get down here to Superdome, I go in the head coach's locker room, which, I've never used before, right? So here I am early in the morning, I go to the bathroom, and this is how my day started. I clogged the toilet. And I'm like, this is going to be a crappy day, pun intended. And so listen, I'm like, okay, this is not really a great start to the day. Here we go. And so, I'm not really feeling like a head coach of an NFL team right now. So, so I'm like, really? This is really how we're going to start my day? So, but listen, there was moments during the game. I'm so wrapped up in in my routine. There was moments today where like I'm almost forgetting. I'm just going through my routine, and I'm kind of forgetting that I'm the head coach a couple times. All true.
Welcome to the John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
I just thought it was a funny story because it's got to be fucking nerve-wracking. That guy is now he's the interim coach for the New Orleans Saints. They fired the other coach. I don't understand why they even hired him to begin with. But, hey, that's just my opinion. But, he's just like, it's got to be the most nerve-wracking thing in the world to be the head coach, let alone be like you're just, a position coach, and then next thing you know, you become the head coach. And it's always weird because you think you'd put the person that you'd put a head coach, because it's happened with the Raiders, but most of the time it doesn't happen, but they don't, that the person they put an interim coach would be probably someone that they would want to at least be in consideration of being the head coach of their team the next year or the next couple of years. But it's never like that. It seems like a big kind of a waste of, I wouldn't say time, but it just seems like an annoyance, honestly. I don't know what I'm talking about, honestly. But yeah, so I was thinking, guys, should we get into the first segment of the week? Yeah? All right. So here on the Juan Solo Show, we have this segment called the Craigslist, or what you call it, misconnections on the Craigslist. That's what it should be called. We should call it the misconnections. The misconnections at Craigslist. I don't know. Anyway, so what it is, it's kind of like Reddit. If you're not familiar with Craigslist, you can go there. You can get like a refrigerator. You can get roommates. You can, possibly get a hand job from some random chick. Anyway, you can do that. But there's also this thing called misconnections where you have this interaction with a human. You enjoyed that time. You didn't maybe get their phone number, and so you go on this website. You go to this sub channel on it called Misconnections, and you write down, hey, this is what we had. This is the moment we had. Maybe we can connect sometime, or we can reconnect, because I really would like to do that, which is random as hell to me, because it's just like, just fucking, you should just ask the phone number to begin with. Anyway, so yeah. We do that, but lately what we've been doing is we've been doing Craigslist, that we've been doing the best of. I found like this website that had all like the best of like over like 100 of the best of Craigslist missing connections. So I've been just randomly picking through the past couple weeks. They're a little bit longer, but they kind of have a little bit more pizzazz. Some of them do, so it's kind of worth it in my opinion. But anyway, so we should probably read the first one. Immaculate produce at Trader Joe's, 626, woman for man. You know what's funny? Immaculate. I've never seen that word until like right now. I've never actually ever I've never had to spell it. I've never had to like read it. So because of that, like how my brain works is that I don't know it. So I looked at it. I literally look at it. I don't know it at all. And it's just because like I've never had to look at this word. I've never had to spell this word. So like my brain doesn't even like comprehend that there's an I in immaculate. It's weird. It's so crazy how my brain works like that, which is probably shows I have like some weird on the spectrum shit. But oh well. Anyway, I was the blue-eyed brunette in black leggings who asked you if Trader Joe's was still selling collard greens on Sundays, June 26th. While you checked in the back, I texted my roommate about the adorable produce guy at TJ's. You reported back to me the bad news. Then while I decided on my alternate, you arranged all those greens, the kale, the romaine, the spinach, the microgreens, the most immaculate formation I have seen. It was artsy. Of times I see a pine cone. When I finally decided on the kale, I clumsily knocked another bag down with it, and you had to pick it up and put it back half on the blink of an eye. Then I ran away, just me, my rant, my organic Tulsan kale. All right, that one wasn't as good as some of them. Anyway, all right. So next one, holy shrimp, the scampi happening. It's gonna be one of these pun ones. Man for woman, I fucking hate these. I figured all the good gills already had a boy. Buoy. God, I hate life. In their life, whale. I was dolphinitely wrong. No squidding. Lit minnow. God damn it. I turtly like to hook up sometime, or maybe you are coy and need time to mull it over. I hope to be hearing HERRING from you soon. Imagine someone who never spoke English or just learning English and had to read that and thought that was all like how you spell those words, like hearing instead of hearing HEARING, which is crazy that I just know, that the fact that we just know that as people who speak English versus herring, HERRING, which is a fish. Wild. Anyone else? No, is that wild? Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's not as wild to me, or maybe it's way wilder to me than it's just normal to most. God. At times when I first pick these things, I'm like really cool. I'm like, oh, it's a really long one, so it'll use up some time. But then when I get to it, I'm like, I fucking hate that I have to read all this. All right. You farted during boyhood. MW man. For M. So I mean man and woman, I'm assuming for man. There you were, just enjoying a nice quiet Saturday night at the movie, a slow mover, Laster boyhood, some popcorn, a few sodas. Nothing really happened in the movie. We found for about 90 minutes or so. We were staring endlessly at the screen. It's a thinking man's film, I said. Beautifully shot. It's about life and death and relationships and things of that nature. Just then, at a brief, careful time, cinematic pause and dialogue, a enormous fart from somewhere in the back pierces an otherwise silent movie theater. It had the impact of a baseball bat hitting a leather couch, or George Foreman working the heavy bag. Whack, loud, deep, and masculine. The seat cushion heroically absorbed most of the blow, but not enough that each and every person in the movie theater instantly burst into nervous laughter. The laughter continued for what felt like a good 5 minutes until tears streamed down our faces. Even while after the blast, we quietly chuckled to ourselves with a "remember the time that guy farted in the movie theater" glimmer in our eye. It's actually a pretty good line. And just like that, with a soft chuckle and a deep breath, we were back in the movie. Things happened. People drove around Texas. Relationships came and went. There were crying. There was hope. It was as if we had all forgotten about the fart, and a fart that had brought us all together that night. As the sun began to set on screen, the teenage boy, no longer a boy, transformed into an adult before our very eyes, and looks intently, lustful into a young girl's eyes, as though to lean in for a kiss, and burp, and burp, another fart from the back row, like two giant hands clapping together, and the screen goes dark. Roll credits. We decided after laughing our way out of the theater and all the way home that was the best movie that we had ever seen. I imagined the long fartist scurrying off into the sunset as his work here is done. If only I could say thank you, kind sir. You are truly a master of your craft. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna have to be. This might be the last week of these long ones because these are not as funny. The whole point of it is supposed to be like rapid fire, and this is as cute as it is. This is not supposed to be a fucking paragraph in the Bible. That drink has cocaine in it. All right. To the mother and daughter posting for pictures with the drunk guy. M for WW. So man looking for man for woman, woman. Ellipses space. He was dead. Okay. He was dead. He may have looked just drunk, but he was indeed a corpse. You pose next to him thinking it would be funny memory of your time in New Orleans, and now you have a picture of the two of you with a deceased man. Boom. See, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be nice and simple and just to the point. Boom. Okay, where are we at? We're at 25 minutes. Okay. Greatest mac and cheese ever. Woman for man. After 8 years of paying all the bills while we lived together, after helping you get off meth twice, after you after you coerced me into having an abortion because you weren't in a place to be a father yet, after you swore we'd get married once we bought a house, after you said no to every single house I suggested, after I did all the work to scout them, view them, and tell you about them because you were too busy laying in bed, after you finally got a job, and after you bitched and pouted when I asked for rent money, after you stopped coming home again, after you started drinking with your friends after work every night, after you were at your female coworker's apartment at 3 a.m. when I told you I'd be home from the Windy David rally by then, after you didn't marry me, after you broke my heart, by telling me it was my fucking fault that you fucking hate your life. Fuck you, by the way. Oh God. Fuck you, by the way. After I finally got the courage to tell you to leave, I finally find it the perfect macaroni and cheese. It's amazing. It's delicate, cheesy, with subtle, witty, earthy tones. So that quest we were on together, I completed on my own, and I will never ever tell you where it is. Fuck you. Okay, well that took a turn. That took a turn. Okay. Well, yeah, we're done. I'm not gonna read anymore because that's a lot. And yeah. Um. Well, okay. So you guys want to watch some videos now? All right. Let's just go to this one. Okay. So this is gonna be one. Okay. This is a good one. All right.
Elon motherfucking Musk! I just paid an Etsy witch $7.99 to make your life a living hell. Brace yourself.
Awesome. All right, number 2. Oh, this is a good one too.
Nuke incoming! Everybody get down! Shut up!
Dude, this guy is a menace. He's a goddamn menace. Oh my god, he's a menace. Okay, let's do this one. Be number 3.
And for the big reveal, I've been freezing my eggs. It's taken me quite some time to bust this many loads.
I can just only imagine the smell. Even if it's cold, it'd still smell really bad.
Let's put my tortoise in a box for the winter. This is Joey. He's about 65 to 70 years old, and every winter he goes in a box and hibernates. We literally just used this old cardboard box here. Been using the same box for over 10 years. Look, this is the date we put him in 2013. 2016, last year's, 2017, 18. It's just a random box filled with shredded paper. Just gonna make him a nice little hole in there. And in he goes. Say bye, Joey. See you next year. Have a good Christmas. In the box he goes. There you go. He's nice and cozy in the box. I'm just going to put this over him. And don't worry, he actually can breathe. Then we shut the box up. These are his breathing holes. And I know they're tiny, but he actually can breathe through that. And a lot of you are asking if he eats in this time. He doesn't. He actually stops eating about a month or 2 before. And he won't eat again until like spring. So he's a skinny legend. And because they stop eating a month or 2 before, it means they also don't go to the toilet the whole time they're in there. 14th November 24. Now let's go take him into the shed. This is where he'll be in that time. This is also where my rabbits live. And I just put him in this cupboard in the shed. There you go. See you next year. Bye, Joey.
Wild, right? Who knew that you just put a turtle in a box and like go to bed now and just push it in there and just walk away. Just walk away. Walk away. But yeah, wild stuff, guys. This is the stuff that Instagram thinks I want to watch. It goes from a guy throwing a jug of piss on the ground to a lady hibernating her turtle. Weird, right? So, it's just part of life. Just part of life. This is what we do here at this show. Yeah, that's what we do. So we got about a minute left. If you've gotten this far, thank you. This episode was weird. This last 2 episodes have been kind of weird. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do what you want to do. Like we always said, it's just whatever. I just do this for practice. So if someone watches this, congrats. If you don't watch this, congrats. If you think this is stupid, it is. But anyway, it's fall time. I'm going to change. I'm going to watch some football. I'm going to watch some football. Have some edibles. I just realized edibles just make me tired. I don't have any fun on them. I just go to sleep. Anyway, I will talk to you guys on the next episode. All right. Bye.